Now, along with the styluses, we also have a few more standard accessories. And on the Surface Pro, that is pretty much just the power cord. That's all you get. You get the tablet, you get the pen, and you get the power cord. And the power cord is a pretty decent power cord. It only has 2 prongs on the end of the cable. It's a decent length, but it's not very long. It has the magnetic release clip, so it just magnetically clips in there, and then if someone trips on your cord and yanks it, it just pops out and it doesn't hurt your tablet or pull your tablet off the table, so that's really good. Now, the cord for the Cintiq Companion is a different story. This thing is really, really big, which is good because it's longer, but it's a little more bulkier. It has 3 prongs, which could be an issue if you don't have a 3-prong outlet. Now, as I mentioned, with the Surface Pro, all you really get is the pen and the cord and the tablet. Well, it's a different story with the Cintiq Companion. You get the pen case, the pen, the nibs, the extra colored rings, and you get this really nice neoprene carrying case. It has kind of a fake leather outside here on the top. On the inside, it's all soft and fuzzy and nice. It cleans your screen when you put your tablet in here. There's a couple little straps, elastic straps that hold the tablet in. There's a little place to store your pen if you wanted to take your pen and put it somewhere else besides in the case. You can slide it like so. You can keep your pen there for easy access. You can take the tablet, slide it down into the case, flip the top over. There's a little magnetic clip that kind of keeps it shut, and there is also a zipper that you can use to protect your tablet. So this is nice, okay? You have your tablet and your pen all protected. You can put your pen in your case if you want, and in the front here, right here, there's a little slot that your pen case slides into. There's also a pouch in the front. There's a front slot pouch right here, and if you have an accessory like your power cord or a keyboard like I have here, you can slide that keyboard or your power cord down into the pouch, flip the top over. Now, if you're a student or a professional who just has something that they want to take on the go, bam, there you go. This is all you need. You got your sketchbook, you got your pen, you got your keyboard. You can go out anywhere and you can make art, and that's cool. Both tablets have stands. The Surface Pro has a kickstand that folds out, as you can see there, folds back in. It's always attached to the back of the tablet, and it only has one position. It works pretty well to set on a table, or it works pretty well to set on your lap, so it's a good kickstand overall. It is kind of flimsy plastic. I could see it breaking off if you weren't careful with it. It would snap off, and I bet it would be expensive to replace it, so don't snap it off. On the Cintiq Companion, there is a detachable stand. It has 3 positions. These pieces are kind of soft plastic rubber, so they're kind of bendy a little bit, and they kind of grip. They have these little tabs that insert into the back of the Cintiq Companion, and the back side is the very thin, light aluminum, which is the same finish as the body. Now we'll take a look at the screen. The screen on the Surface Pro is a gloss finish. It's a very, very glossy, high glare screen. And the screen isn't super bright. So, as you can see here, when you're in a high light situation or it's very bright outside, it's really hard to see the screen. And I found that trying to paint with this outside was a little bit difficult if I wasn't in the shade. The screen on the Cintiq Companion has a reduced glare matte finish, which is really nice for helping to block the glare. There is still a little bit of glare, but it's very diffused, so the reflection that you see is very, very broken up and softened, so it's not so distracting. The screen is also very, very bright, so it helps to cut out some of that glare. So it works very well for drawing outside compared to the Surface Pro. The color accuracy is much better on the Cintiq Companion. It is 75% of the Adobe RGB color gamut, whereas it's only 54% of the Adobe RGB color gamut on the Surface Pro. Color accuracy is very important because you want your drawings to match your prints, and if it's a very accurate color on screen, it's going to be very accurate when you print it. As I mentioned, the brightness is definitely a factor, and the brightness wins out on the Cintiq Companion compared to the Surface Pro. The screen resolution on both devices is the same. It's 1920 by 1080 HD. Now, as far as the tablet components, the pen tracking is not very accurate on the Surface Pro. It's a little jumpy near the corners, and when you go up near the corner, let's say to a menu like the File menu, your cursor strays quite a bit away from your pen tip, and it starts to jolt around, and you can't really click on what you're trying to click on. It gets really annoying. Now, this is much better on the Cintiq Companion